Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we are talking about 100,000 miles review on the Cummins truck. That being said, I want to talk about a few topics. When it comes to gasoline vehicles, 100,000 miles is a lot. When it comes to diesel trucks though, diesel vehicles are a bit different. 100,000 miles on a truck is most likely like its breaking point. Now, my truck personally, I just hit 105,863 miles. I know you guys are wondering what problems have I came across. Mind you, I did buy the truck with 80,000 miles already, so I've put roughly 25,000 miles in about a year and a half on my truck. Now, that being said, I'm not sure if Carfax, for the most part, I think it does. It gives you all the service history, repairs that have been done. Now, at least as of what I see on Carfax, when I purchased this vehicle, there was really no repairs done to this truck. It just shows maintenance history. Whoever had my truck prior, I am almost certain they used it to tow maybe cars or something. They use like a car hauler on it, and they went long distances with it. The reason why that's my theory is because they have service histories in different parts of the whole states. There could be something done in like Florida, and then something else was done in like Georgia and Texas, but it's all just maintenance done to the truck. Now, for the real reason you guys clicked on this video, how is the truck running at 100,000 miles? Honestly, I say the truck is running flawlessly. I have ran into a few issues, and we'll get to that right now. So when it's come to the issues that I've ran into in my truck, I would say it's more so my fault more than the truck's fault. Now, had the truck been with stock wheels, I probably would not have ran into these issues. I ran into probably about 3 issues with this truck. The first issue I ever had, mind you, I have 22x12 American Force wheels, and maybe 6 months of having these wheels, I broke 2 of my steering gearbox bolts. So I basically lost, you have 3 bolts that hang onto the subframe onto the steering gearbox. I basically lost complete steering on my wheel, which is very scary. I actually have a video up on that you guys can see. Basically, that was the first real issue, and it was very scary that I had with this truck. I lost complete steering while I was driving. Again, I would blame that on myself throwing wheels onto the truck. The offset and everything just puts a lot more stress on the suspension components, steering components, whatever. That brings up issue number 2. The second issue I ever had on my truck was my drag link, another suspension component that you basically need to upgrade when you start throwing wheels or a lift kit. Basically, that started squeaking like hell, and I had to get that replaced. So I got that replaced, and it fixed it for like 4 days. It's terrible. So they have these kryptonite ones that I think I'm gonna have to just invest in. It's a little bit more pricey, but it is what it is. I've mentioned in many other videos, you have to pay to play. So I'm gonna have to buy that to finally, just rip the band-aid off and get the good one and not have an issue with that anymore. And then the third issue I had with this truck was, again, my fault. I had a pedal commander on. It was very fun. I do have that video also that you guys can check out. It made a huge difference in my truck, and one day when I turn on my truck, I drive and it goes into complete limp mode, and it completely broke on its own. All 4 wheels locked up. Thankfully, I was coming to a stop sign and I didn't have a car close by, because if not, I would have gotten rear-ended. So in reality, those are the only 3 issues I've ever really had with this truck. Now, that being said, at 100,000 miles, one thing I suggest you get done, which I have yet to do, and I will be doing it coming up shortly, is the grid heater delete. Okay, so what happens is your grid heater bolt, there's a bolt that basically breaks off and it falls into the engine, and you do not want that, right? So you'd basically ruin your whole engine. I see a lot of people talk about getting that replaced roughly at your 100,000 miles. So that's something I definitely need to get done. And if you do have a Cummins that has 100,000 miles, I don't know, tell me, have you had this issue come up? You know, let me know in the comments down below. But that's something that I definitely recommend doing. Apart from deleting it, if you can delete your whole truck in general, just because it's gonna make it a lot more reliable. But again, only if that's legal in your state. But if you guys get anything out of this video, guys, 100,000 miles, like I mentioned, it is not a lot for a diesel truck. If you guys are in the market for a diesel truck and you guys see 100,000 miles on the dash, and you guys see the history, service history on the truck, and they kept up to date, you know, and the truck has been serviced and it's a clean truck, don't let 100,000 miles scare you. That is literally the breaking point of that engine. That engine is now happy, okay? So pull the trigger. If you guys see a clean deal, a clean truck, not a rust bucket, pull the trigger. You're gonna enjoy it. I enjoy my truck every day. I would buy this truck a million times over again. So it's fun. People, I just went on a trip and I had a countless amount of people compliment me on my truck. So pull the trigger, guys. Don't be afraid of 100,000 miles. That's nothing. I've seen videos of people with 1,000,000 miles on these engines. That's nothing for these trucks. So today, that was gonna be a short, simple video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. It really helps the channel out and it keeps me motivated to keep posting videos for you guys. I appreciate you guys always. Happy New Year. I'll see you guys in the next video.